Well, there's a lot of great moments when you teach. It's hard to pinpoint just one. Sometimes it can be a student that, you know, hasn't been doing very well, very successful, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's like the light goes on and they make this big switch, and you can just tell their attitude, body language. Yeah, they just look like they're, happier, they're getting it, and that they actually like coming to school and being a part of something. So there's been quite a few of those types of moments, and then really wanting to see people graduate that, especially being able to follow them for a few years because I'm in the teaching the MCA. It's really great to see people from freshman year, and all of a sudden in 4 years they're out there and they're ready to go. So it's always great to see that. I was pretty fortunate. I just had some really strong teachers when I was growing up, especially in high school. I had two teachers, especially there was Mr. Stewart and Miss Fellows, and they team taught a class, and they were so passionate about their subject matter and connecting with the students that I could tell they just love what they did, and I go, that's kind of what I want to do when I grow up. And plus I've always loved learning. I mean, I think it's just a great thing. So for me to be able to hopefully pass that on to students, and I kind of got that through my teachers, and so it's always kind of been there ever since high school. One of the other reasons I wanted to become a teacher is that my grandmother was actually a teacher back in like the 30s and 40s, and she always told me it was really fun to be a teacher. A little different, obviously, with the kids and the way the education system's set up than it is today, but she always kind of inspired me to do well in education, do the best I can. Also had some other influences. Some of my best friends in high school, I had a couple of them had their parents were teachers, and so I kind of was around that environment where they just had high expectations for my friends to do well, and that kind of, I think, played off on me too a little bit. So I had a lot of influences about wanting to be a teacher. I think really what it was is they were just always very positive with me in terms of just talking about what it is to be a teacher. I got a lot of different types of answers, but basically it all came down to the point where people felt satisfied with what they were doing as a teacher. They felt they were actually making a difference, which I know is kind of a cliche, but it's really nice when you can see a student really kind of just turn around and be successful. And that's kind of what it's all about. It's not every student, but the ones that really get that that love of learning, or at least understanding how they can be successful. To see that change in them is really a big part of why I like being a teacher. I think I just want to be remembered as a caring teacher, that I really wanted the best for my students. Just to be really supportive of them, not just in high school, but hopefully later on in life. I get to follow up and see how well they're doing, and hopefully they're being very successful.